Hey everyone! So today I'm going to teach you how to fix some small dings in your surfboards using Solarez. So what you're going to need is the Solarez you can find at any surf shop. Usually comes with a bit of sandpaper, and I like to have some handy popsicle sticks. Also helps if you do it on a day when the sun is out, but it's important that you have a shaded area to actually apply the Solarez because it will harden quite quickly once in the sun. Alright, so we have just a bit of a little ding here on the tail, which is pretty common. First things first is you're going to want to make sure that area is dry. So give it some time to dry out, especially if you think there's been any water absorbed inside the board to prevent any future rot. And then you're just going to want to sand the area just so it has a better surface for the resin to bond to. So don't go over sanding it, don't need to cause more damage, just give it a bit of a quick sand. And then you're going to want to move into the shade to apply the resin. Okay, so now we're going to apply the Solarez to your ding. Have your popsicle stick, just as I like to smooth it over the area. Make sure you are in the shade here, because the stuff does harden once in the sunlight. Don't worry about the excess so much, because you will be giving it a sanding afterwards. Just want it to be kind of nice and smooth, covering the whole area of the ding. Now this Solarez has fiberglass in it. You can kind of see the little stringy bits in there. So there's no need to put any fiberglass in here. So just like that, completely covered. And now we'll put it out in the sun. Okay, putting it in direct sunlight for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the temperature outside. Right now it's winter, so it might take a little bit longer than that, but we'll just let it set for now. You can touch it to check. It's totally solid now. It dries quite quick, so it's handy. Now to sand it at the end, you're going to want to use softer sandpaper, so not quite as coarse as what we did in the beginning. So this will just tidy up some of the extra resin. Okay, so I want to make it nice and flush with my board again. This can take a little bit of elbow grease depending on how much extra resin you've got on here. So this sandpaper that I'm using, it's 150. So the higher the number of the sandpaper, the less coarse it is. So if you have a low number, that's going to take more of the board off each time you sand it. So you want to go a bit higher for these finishing touches. So now we've sanded this back down nice and smooth to the shape of the board. It's nice and watertight. We've covered all that area. Board's ready to go back in the water. But if you're kind of like me and a bit of a perfectionist, or say it's just on a part of the board you'd like to smooth out a little bit, you can take this super fine sandpaper. It actually works best if you get it wet a little bit. And this will just buff out any of the scratches and things you've had from sanding it down and make it look as good as new. Thanks everyone for watching this. I hope you had fun fixing up your board, and get back out on the water for a surf. Yeah.